So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed a lot of people. You missed Jacob lying on a rock, dreaming of a ladder stretching up to heaven. You missed his awakening and recognizing that this must be the place. And our awareness that, too, where we are, where we dare to dream, where we dare to have visions, this, too, must be the place where we connect with God. We started there. We went into Psalm 139, one of my favorites, and we just played for a little while with the difference of knowing and being known, the power and the intimacy of being known and loved as we are, not for our aspirations, not for our advertisements, not for the facades, but being known and loved. But we didn't stop there. We ventured into Paul's letter to the church in Rome, Romans 8, I think, today, as Paul continues to struggle with what it means to be in the flesh and in the spirit, what it means to be a child of God, what it means to be a co-inheritor of creation. And so I apologize today because I couldn't write a sermon. I couldn't write a sermon because I was stuck. And then we talked about that, being stuck. We talked about what it means to be a child of God, to be part of creation, but more than that, to be a co-inheritor of creation, that creation is an ongoing act, and perhaps some of the difficulties, the struggles that we recognize now, much like the ones that Paul recognized 2,000 years ago, are labor pains and opportunities for us to step up and recognize, reveal ourselves as children of God. Maybe that's part of creation, that we should learn to live beyond the confines of life and death, beyond the simple life of flesh, but a life in the spirit, where we recognize that we are all connected to one another and connected to God. Now is the time for us to stand up and proclaim that. Now is the time for us to stand up and live that. Not because we're better, not because there's a special privilege that comes with it, but because it is our inheritance of faith to recognize that we are connected to God, that all of us are. And we can live that way. And in that living, invite others to live that way as well. And discover that we are all together siblings, kindred, children of one God who loves us and whose creation continues. We are in the midst of labor pains, and we can be part of new life, new birth, but not if we sit back and worry only about our needs, our flesh. We have to get involved. We have to stand up. We have to be co-inheritors of creation. Well, that's what I was going to preach, but of course, as I just said, I never did get around to preaching it. Mostly I just made excuses about why we didn't. So that's what you missed at Jubilee today. You missed it. You missed us singing Jacob's Ladder, which was fun. You missed us wondering about Paul. You missed us celebrating the joy of being known, not just knowing. Knowing is an accomplishment. Being known is an intimacy. And you missed that moment where we recognize that this must be the place. But you know what? Wherever you're willing to open your heart and your mind and your imagination to God, to your kindred all around the world, all through creation, then wherever you are is the place, and God is present. but hopefully soon we'll be in the same place because we would love to see you. But until we do, God bless.